All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about a blueprint for building some real wealth. And, it's not about inventing some crazy new app. It's actually a low-risk path that involves modernizing the everyday, kind of boring businesses that are, believe it or not, hiding in plain sight all around you. So, does this look familiar? That feeling of being on a hamster wheel. You're working your tail off, maybe you even went and got that expensive college degree, but at the end of the day, you feel like you're just running in place. It's such a common feeling, right? But what if the way out isn't what you've been told? And hey, if you've ever had doubts about that traditional path, you're not crazy. Just look at the data. Nearly a quarter, 23%, of all bachelor's degrees actually have a negative return on investment. That's a shocking number, and it basically tells us that the old school ticket to success just isn't a guarantee anymore. Okay, so if that old path is kind of broken, where do we look? Well, the answer is right here. We're talking about this massive, untapped opportunity that almost everybody overlooks because, well, it seems too simple, maybe a little boring, but trust me, that's where the gold is hiding. I mean, think about the irony here. You could be struggling, feeling like a debt slave, while at the same time, there are established, profitable businesses in your own town that are literally just leaving money on the table. And why? Simply because they haven't kept up with the times. So let's be super clear about what we mean by boring businesses. We're talking about these essential local services. Things people will always need. People always need clean clothes, they always need clean cars, and they always need a place to store their extra stuff. It doesn't matter what the economy is doing, these businesses are incredibly stable. They're basically recession-proof. And here is the fundamental difference. While it feels like everyone else is out there chasing these super flashy, high-risk things like crypto or the next tech startup, these boring businesses offer the total opposite. We're talking low risk, way less competition, and just rock-solid stability. It's a completely different playing field. So let's get into the blueprint itself. This is where you come in. This is about using a skill set that you probably take completely for granted and turning into your unfair advantage. Here it is, the key to the whole thing. This opportunity only exists because so many of these businesses are run by owners who are amazing at what they do, but they're not tech people. They're still buried in paper receipts, they're cash only, they have basically zero marketing. Your ability to use simple, modern software, that is the key that unlocks their next level of growth and your income. Okay, enough with the theory, let's make this real. We're gonna walk through 5 concrete real-world examples so you can see exactly how you can step in, transform one of these businesses, and start to profit. All right, first up, the good old local laundromat. You probably walk past one all the time and don't even think about it. But a well-run laundromat can pull in around $300,000 a year in revenue. The potential's already there, just waiting. So here's the playbook. What's the problem? They're usually cash only, with stacks of messy paper receipts. The solution? Your advantage. You come in and implement modern software, something like Odoo, to automate all their billing and even allow for online booking. You're not just making things more convenient for customers, you're literally freeing up hours and hours of the owner's time every single week. Next up, let's talk about the local car wash. And here, the numbers start getting even bigger. We're talking potential annual revenues anywhere from $500,000 up to almost $1 million. But what's the issue? 9 times out of 10, their online presence is a complete disaster. We're talking websites that look like they were built in 2005, with absolutely no way to generate recurring revenue. Your move? Use a dead simple AI website builder to whip up a modern e-commerce site. You could do it in an afternoon and start offering monthly wash subscriptions. Boom, instant, predictable income for the owner. And you see this exact same pattern everywhere you look. Self-storage facilities, you can automate their invoicing so they never have to chase a late payment again. Landscaping companies, you can build them a professional brand and an online portfolio that makes them look like the pros they are. Vending machines, you can install remote monitoring to optimize their refill schedule. The opportunities are just endless. So the opportunity is crystal clear. But all of this leads us to the most important question of all, right? How do you actually get paid? Well, the answer is this beautifully simple and powerful win-win model. This has got to be the question on your mind. You're not buying the business, you're not putting up a bunch of capital, so how in the world do you get a piece of the action? It's way simpler than you think, and it requires zero cash from you. It's called the profit split. And here's the absolutely brilliant part. You don't charge them a dime upfront. No setup fee, no consulting fee. Instead, you just negotiate a percentage of the new profit that your upgrades create. You get paid directly on the value you deliver, period. Think about it. This makes it an incredibly easy pitch. It is a true win-win scenario. There is zero risk for the business owner. They only pay you after they've already made more money. You win, they win. It's a no-brainer. Let's put some real numbers on this. Let's say your modernization efforts add an extra $50,000 in pure profit to that laundromat. If you negotiated a pretty standard 20% cut, that is $10,000 in your pocket from one client, just for applying skills you probably already have. So here it is, your entire action plan boiled down to 3 simple, straightforward steps. Number 1, identify an outdated local business. Number 2, implement some simple modern software to make them more efficient and boost their profit. And number 3, negotiate a cut of the new growth you just created. That's the whole blueprint. And one last really critical piece of advice. This is not about you waltzing in like some tech genius who has all the answers. This is a partnership. Don't be arrogant, be respectful, listen, and be open to learning from their decades of experience while you help guide them into a more profitable future. So I'm just gonna leave you with this one thought. The next time you're walking or driving through your own neighborhood, just look around, but with new eyes. That laundromat on the corner, that car wash down the street, that landscaping truck, which one is sitting on a gold mine, just waiting for someone like you to come along and give it its 2026 upgrade?